The beginning of the episode is the same as where the previous one left off. Jace insists on taking Clary into the abandoned church/Shadowhunters headquarters even though Simon wants to take her away. Finally, the three of them come in, and Jace uses a rune to show Simon where headquarters is. The Circle rebellion against the Shadowhunters, which resulted in the deaths of many people including Jace's father, is described by Jace and Alec. Simon is then charmed by Isabelle while Jace leads Clary to the training area. A female Circle member with dark skin enters a parking garage intending to attack a warlock. Luke catches up with her and threatens to murder her. Then the camera pans away as a scuffle and growling are apparent. Jace presents Hodge Starkweather, a former member of the Circle, to Clary. Jocelyn, Clary's mother, whom Hodge knew from the Circle. Every time he divulges a Circle secret, a rune he possesses curses him and makes him suffer. Hodge also discusses Valentine's murderous intention for numerous people. Hodge claims that Valentine Morgenstern perished in a fire and that further Shadowhunters can be produced using the Mortal Cup. According to Hodge, the goal is to stop Valentine. Jace and Clary come to the conclusion that a warlock, a being described as half-human, half-demon, and recognizable by a shimmering light between their fingers, was responsible for wiping her memories, like Dot had, for example. Dot visits Luke in Clary's house, where they talk about Jocelyn and Clary's current whereabouts. Dot makes a reference to Magnus Bane, the warlock. When Isabelle and Simon are talking about runes, she brings up the term Forsaken to describe people who received runes but didn't die and instead became insane. The captain talks to Luke about Clary's appearance at the police station a few days earlier and how he might have been overheard speaking to Circle members with a coworker. Clary rejects Simon's attempts to convince her to leave the Shadowhunter headquarters. A vision later, when she is still clutching her pendant, tells her Dot is at the Pandemonium Club. The Pandemonium scene comes into focus, which is owned by Magnus Bane. While Dot tries to persuade Magnus to assist her, many warlocks are using a portal to reach safety. Magnus takes the gateway despite his reluctance. A member of the Circle captures Dot from outside. Clary keeps track of the capture visually. The Silent Brothers, Shadowhunters who can revive memories, are mentioned by Jace. After some deliberation, the group, which includes Jace, Alec, Isabelle, Clary, and Simon, boards Simon's van and travels to the City of Bones, an underground burial ground for Shadowhunters. Dot has been transported to Valentine Morgenstern's Chernobyl headquarters and imprisoned in a cage there. When Dot rejects Valentine's offer to give her freedom in exchange for removing the slumber spell cast on Jocelyn, Valentine's injects her. Clary is informed by Jace that the Silent Brothers can extract the truth from a person's psyche using the Soul's Word. The City of Bones is where they next go. The captain recognizes him as one of the two witnesses who spoke with Luke a few days earlier at 2 a.m. and gives Luke a picture of the demon killed by Jace outside Shadowhunters headquarters when they are at the police station. Deep scratches can be seen on a car bonnet, and the other witness, the dark-skinned woman who fought Luke in the parking garage, has been mauled. Luke then claims to have acted in self-defense, meaning that he mauled the woman and caused the scratches. Luke then goes on to explain this to his coworker. The Shadowhunter's crest reads, Nephilim Facilis Descensus Averni, and Clary is depicted as an angelic figure in the City of Bones clutching a cup and a sword. For Shadowhunters, the descent into hell is easy. In the City of Bones, they travel a short distance before reaching a rune that means clairvoyance. The 6 Silent Brothers, whose mouths and eyes have been sewn shut, arrive and speak to Jace and Clary telepathically. Clary ignores their warnings about the Soul's Word and continues. Simon and Isabelle are chatting in the vicinity of the vehicle when Isabelle offers to listen to some of Simon's music. Simon is told not to leave the van after she hears a disturbance and goes to investigate. Simon is seized by a pair of hands from behind as he is listening to some of his music. Only one memory fragment, a flashback in which Luke and Jocelyn speculate that Valentine Morgenstern is Clary's father, is given to her by the Soul's Word. Dot uses her powers in Chernobyl to open the locks on her hands and prison. After speaking with Jocelyn while she was asleep, a Circle member attacked her. Dot uses a syringe she takes off a table to inject the Circle member, who is then slain by Valentine. Then he proceeds to murder. Jace and Clary report to Alec. They subsequently learn about Simon's disappearance. They then discover Simon hanging upside down. Vampires have captured him and want to trade him for the mortal cup. Alec said it would be against the accord to strike the vampires. After that, the vampires vanish.